As you can see, the battery tray is severely corroded.
I've cut out all the rust from the battery tray, but I've left the part of the tray where the heater actually sits. And what I've done is I've manufactured a panel which still needs a little bit of trimming, but will sit in there. Well, there's the new panel fitted in place now. So all it needs to do is just need to take it out again and clean up all the surrounding area, get rid of all the rust and the paint, and then I'll weld it in. Well, that's it, all welded and ground back, and it's just ready now for a coat of paint. I've been asked several times about my rotisserie, like where did I get it and how did I fix the shell to it. Well, I bought the rotisserie off eBay from a guy called Aid Foreman Engineering, and along with the rotisserie I bought 4 of his short mounting brackets, which were 250mm long. To fix the front of the shell, it was simply a case of using the front bumper mountings on the chassis members. At the rear of the car, I've again used the short mounting brackets, but this time I had to have them bent 90 degrees. Having done that, I just mounted them directly onto the rear bumper mountings. I've found this to be quite a secure way of mounting the body onto the rotisserie. I've never had any problems, so I hope that bit of information helps. Nearly finished on the driver's side now. There's just the bottom of the B post to repair or reinstate, and then the end caps for the front and rear of the sill. But in doing the bottom of the B post, I've also got to repair the inner wheel arch, and to do that I've made a panel which is going to fit in there, and then obviously the repair panel for the go that way around, but repair panel for the bottom of the B post will go on the outside. I've made good all the panels around the back of the B post and the rear bulkhead, and I've welded up the bottom of the B post and made good around the where it meets the sill. Obviously it still needs filling and finishing, but I'll be doing that later because I'm going to take the shell back to bare metal. One good thing, the door gap is looking quite good. The next job I'm going to take on is the rear driver's side wheel arch. There was quite a large amount of filler in the wheel arch which I've knocked out, and you can see now that there is a hole that goes right through from the front and through the inner wheel arch, so that's got to be repaired. I'm thinking I'm going to cut out the damage and weld a patch in the front. I'm going to keep it low and then fill it, and I'm just going to put a patch over the back and just seam weld it onto the inner sill. I'm not going to try and do anything too clever, just going to seal it all up and make sure the moisture can't get back in, after I've taken all the rust out. So I've cut the rust away on the outside and the inside wheel arch panels, and I've made a little patch here which I'm going to weld in now. On the outside I put a little piece on the end here so that it will slot behind the panel and just help me hold it while I get some tack welds on. And when I've done that, I'm going to just weld a patch straight on the back. So that's the outside patch now tacked in place. I've got it set up so that the patch is just slightly lower than the outside wing itself, so that when I come to fit it later, I'll be able to then get hopefully a good finish and get the line around the wheel arch here as it should be. So I'm now going to finish off welding that panel in. That's the outer panel now welded in and cleaned back. It's still not 100% perfect, but obviously when the filler gets put onto that should make a really good job. I'm now going to put a plate on the inside just to clean up the inner wheel arch. That's the inside of the wheel arch, and you can see I've cut the rust away. What I've got here is a panel that I've made, which is just going to go over there. I shall seam weld it all the way around, grind it back, and that'll be job done. Once it gets painted and under seal on it, it'll stop the water getting back in, and hopefully the rust will be held back. That's the patch now in place. I'm not going to clean it back any more than that. I shall put a good coat of seam sealer all around it, then paint it, and it'll get a good dose of stone chip, so that should be well and truly sealed.